Hello, this is Reverend Paul Tuttle again, and I'd like to welcome in Emily Neville. She's going to tell us more about this not ordinary but extraordinary year coming in 2026. Emily, share a little bit about what an extraordinary year this is going to be.
Hi, Emily Neville. I'm back with another one of my devotions from New Morning Mercies by Paul David Tripp. There are many good devotion books out there, but this one seems to be my favorite. And year after year, I just keep rereading the same devotions. This one happens to be for the last day of the year, and it doesn't matter what year it is. It's a good one. God's work in you is a process, not an event. It progresses not in 3 or 4 huge moments, but in 10,000 little moments of change. Well, it's that season once again. It's the fodder for blogs, newspaper articles, TV magazine shows, and far too many Twitter posts. It's the time for the annual ritual of dramatic New Year's resolutions, fueled by the hope of immediate and significant personal life change. But the reality is that few smokers have actually quit because of a single moment of resolve. Few obese people have become slim and healthy because of one dramatic moment of commitment. Few people who were deeply in debt have changed their financial lifestyles because they resolved to do it as the old year gave way to the new. And, sadly, few marriages have been changed by the means of one dramatic resolution. Is change important? Yes, it's important for all of us in some way. Is commitment essential? Of course. In various ways, all of our lives are shaped by the commitments we make. But growth in grace, which has the gospel of Jesus Christ at its heart, simply doesn't rest on its hope in big, dramatic moments of change. The fact of the matter is that the transforming work of grace is more of a mundane process than a series of a few dramatic events. Personal heart and life change is always a process. And where does that process take place? It takes place where you and I live every day. And where do we live? Well, we all have the same address. Our lives don't lurch from big moments to big moment. No, we all live in the utterly mundane moments. Most of us won't be written up in history books. Most of us will make only 3 or 4 momentous decisions in our whole lives. And several decades after we die, the people we leave behind will struggle to remember the things we did. You and I live in little moments, and God doesn't rule our little moments and doesn't work to recreate us in the middle of them. Then there's no hope for us. The little moments of life are profoundly important precisely because they are the little moments that we live in and that form us. This is where I think big drama Christianity gets us into trouble. It can cause us to devalue the significance of the little moments of life and the small change grace that meets us there. And because we devalue the little moments in which we live, we tend not to notice the sin that gets exposed there. We fail to seek the grace that is offered to us. You see, the character of life is not set in 2 or 3 dramatic moments, but in 10,000 little moments. The character that is formed in those little moments shapes how we respond to the big moments of life. And what makes all of this character change possible? Relentless, transforming, little moment grace. So we wake up each day committed to live in the small moments of our daily lives with open eyes and humble, expectant hearts. This is Emily Neville, and I wish you grace and enjoyment of all the little moments in this new year. Blessings.